Yes, what is the question, Shravan?
So the question, Guruji, is how I or I reach a stage where I forget the individual I and know the infinite I, or recognize or realize or whatever I, infinite I. Normally, people say you have perception. Perception is a kind of klesha as per yoga. Even all perceptions are klesha which prevent yoga. And when that is stopped, you enter the state of Swaswarupa.
So your question is, according to yoga, all perceptions, perception is a sort of a klesha or obstacle for self-realization. So your question is how I can become free from the small I and realize the infinite self, right? Is that the question? So this question is about Aparokshanubhuti. Aparokshanubhuti is direct experience or apperception. Here, whatever I see, whatever I hear, whatever I experience is in the domain of perception. I see wall, I see fan, I see you. So all these are in the domain of perception. For perception, sense organs and the mind is required. Okay. But to know that I exist, what you need? Do you exist? So, if I ask you the question, do you exist? Do you exist? What do you say?
I know.
I exist. I know I exist, right? So give me a proof that you exist. So I know directly. That's called a perception. Nothing else. See, for me, there's no proof required that I exist. I am aware. I know. That's all. Okay. I don't have to give I cannot give a proof to somebody, or I cannot give, it doesn't require proof. It's so obvious, right? I exist, I am aware is very obvious to us. That's called Atma. That's called self. Okay. So now that I know I exist is called Aparokshanubhuti. That is the only thing which is there all the time, anytime. Okay. But we confuse that I know I exist with the body. The I is confused with the body. So if I ask you the proof that why do you exist, you say I exist because of my body is there, which is false. Your existence doesn't depend on body. The body's existence depends on you. So that I exist, I am aware, is prior to the thought. Okay. You don't have to go there. You don't have to catch there. It's always there for you. Only thing is, what is not the self, you should just say, this is not the self. The Atma and Anatma, the thought, body, mind, intellect, all those things are there. Okay, these are all called Anatma, the non-self. The perception is in the domain of non-self, right? The one who perceives it is the self. The self cannot be perceived. But to say something exists, I should be existing first. And what is that I existing? You say body, I exist as a body. Do you exist as a body all the time? You don't exist as a body all the time. You are in deep sleep, there's no body. But you exist. Okay. In deep sleep, the question doesn't come to you. Question is coming in the waking state only. In the waking state, I am pointing to you that you exist without the body in deep sleep. And what is that existence? That's I. And when you speak, that I, the deep sleep, what body existed, what you existed, is the awareness, pure existence. So for you wake up, when the wake up body comes, what was prior to body coming up? The deep sleep state of pure I. Before you speak anything, before you talk anything, you should be existing. Otherwise, you can't speak or talk. So the body is an instrument. If the car is moving, the car cannot move by itself. The driver should be there. That I, which empowers the body, enables the body, is you. So that knowing that I, as I am that I am, is called Aparokshanubhuti. Now, what is required for Aparokshanubhuti? You cannot find I am as an object. You are already that. Right? You can only discard what is not I. So that is the key. Discard means you don't have to discard also, throw it out also. Understand, not I, this body is not I, mind is not I, intellect is not I. The real I is the witness, the Sakshi, Atma. Where is the problem here? So there is a question here. How will I know I exist if this body and sense organs are not there? Knowing is happening because of this instrument of BMI. See, this is where the problem is. The question is, how will I know I exist if the body and sense organs are not there? So, my dear, did you exist in deep sleep? Did you exist in deep sleep, yes or no? No. No, it's not memory. It's a direct experience. It's memory, it's not a memory.
The wake-up state, I know because I feel freshness of the sleep. Otherwise,
Did you exist in deep sleep or not? Because one who slept and one who woke up, if it didn't exist in deep sleep, okay, yesterday one who was there and today who was there, completely discontinuous entity.
Perception, apperception, imagination, sleep state, and
No. Yoga discussion will not take up here because yoga has coming from a body point of view. This is yoga is always speak from body point of view. I'm speaking from Jnana point of view. So tell me, I don't exist in deep sleep.
From a Jnana, it's very clear. But if that Jnana is to be validated, it has to be understood why even the experience while I'm not in Samadhi. In Samadhi, it's different. First of all, to get to Samadhi and to be to such Samadhi, first I have to...
There is no Samadhi required. This concept of Samadhi itself is not required. It's a simple, logical question. Do you exist in deep sleep or not? That's all, no? So that means you exist in deep sleep without a body. That's I without body. Right? That's all. And waking state.
But the I, which exists in deep sleep, is not known.
I need not be known. I is the knower. Knower can never be known. See, this is the point. You will never know the I because I is the knower.
So what is there to know then?
What is there to know is that whatever I know as I is wrong. The real I cannot be known.
So there's nothing to be known.
Wrong knowledge has to be discarded. Right knowledge to know I cannot know myself as an object. So let us take this word. I am that I am means what? I can only say I am that I am. That was Brahman. Okay, I am that. How I know? Because I am. That's all. I cannot know as an object, neither Brahman or myself as an object. I have to say that I am is Brahman. And who says that? The knowledge happens in the intellect only. The claiming happens in the waking state only. Deep sleep, there's no requirement. Because in waking state, you are claiming that you are a body, you are a mind, you are intellect. In the waking state only, the claim has to happen. Because deep sleep, there's no problem for you. Adnana or wrong understanding is expressed in the waking state. So that right understanding, yes, I am. I exist in deep sleep without a body. So that means I am not the body. Okay. So the body has appeared in the waking state. And our body will disappear in deep sleep state. So the body is not there, but I exist all the time. That I who exist all the time, okay, I can see everything else, but I cannot see myself.
As long as I is there, I thought is also there.
I thought is not a problem. See, this is whole concept of I thought is a problem. It's not a problem. As long as I is there, I thought is not a problem at all. I thought speaking of wrong thing is a problem. Okay? Awareness is always there, no? See, don't have to destroy I thought. Only understand I thought properly. That's all. Okay? Who are you? Tell me right now. You are in trouble because you are the husband of that lady. How can you say I am? Right? You say I am engineer. Okay? So you can give so many identities. Okay? And these identities are fine. Who is that I? One who is taking various identities, who is that I? So that I cannot be known.
So what is our perception?
Apperception is most, all the people, all the time think that I am the body. They have no clue that I exist without a body. With a clarity, come to understanding what is Anatma and Atma and say, I am the Atma who is always the seer. That's called apperception. It's not a perception. You cannot perceive the I. Right? It is a perceiver.
Perception is not is only an intelligent knowing.
Intelligent knowing, which intelligent knowing with a clarity. See, I am wearing these glasses. Okay, glasses. I think glasses are my eyes. The glass is red. I think the world is red. So I remove. I see. Oh, this is red glass. I am separating out. This is my eyes. Okay. So I am recognizing my eyes. The understanding discrimination.
But here you are taking out the red glass. There's no chance of taking out the red.
No, there's no need to take out anything. There's only whatever thoughts, images, feelings. These are all. So yet intellectually clearly understand the seer cannot be seen. The knower cannot be known. And whatever is known is not knower. That's called viveka, discrimination. With discrimination, claim clarity that.
Where is personal God in this?
No, that will take different question. Don't mix up this. So, apperception means understanding I am the Sakshi. I exist in waking state, dream state, deep sleep state. In deep sleep state, I didn't have a body, but still I exist. That's why I am not the body.
That's right. See, there is a state of I that I am not let's not say yoga, but I am bound to something. I am limited. Because of body, mind.
I am limited is a thought.
Is a thought.
I am limited is thought. I am limited. Body is a thought.
Correct.
Who is
now,
I?
This I am limited thought can be intelligently known. I am actually unlimited, limited by these.
No. It is not intellectually. Sit silently and observe all thoughts rising, including I am limited or I am unlimited thought. So the observer is not at all affected. I am unlimited thought also is thought. I am finite also thought. I am body is also thought. So that thought is one who knows this thought is not at all bothered. That's Sakshi you are. Now, the knowledge happens in the intellect only, all the time. I am the Sakshi, I am unaffected and all. Right? But that knowledge is not what you are. You are the observer of this knowledge happening and ignorance coming and going. And where does this knowledge take place? In the buddhi, intellect only. Where the correction takes place? In buddhi only. Adnana is there in buddhi, Nana is there in buddhi. That's all. Okay? Atma is not at all affected by anything. Atma silently watches. Till yesterday, this fellow was saying, I am the body. Today, this fellow is saying, I am infinite self. Atma is not at all bothered. It's just observing, Sakshi. Who has to consciously shift back to you? You are the witness. Who is consciously shift back to witness?
Because we are in a like a
Who is we?
See, as a person, I'm in the concept of I'm this body.
Correct.
So these thoughts are always there.
Are Baba, here, don't make things very complicated. See, this is we are mixing up the yoga process with Jnana. Understand very clearly Atma, Anatma, Nitya, Anitya, and determine once for all who are you. You don't have to shift. You are already the soul.
Yes.
You are actually shifting to body and mind.
Right. You
don't have to unshift. You are already there. Your position is never changed. The Sakshi position is never changed. The Atma position is never changed. Brahman position is never changed. Only in the mind, lot of imaginations are coming. That wrong imagination is to be corrected with right imagination. That's all. Right understanding. Wrong understanding is to be corrected with right understanding. You can't perceive yourself. You can perceive anything else. Thought of Atmadana, Aham Brahmasmi, everything you can perceive. You can see. Seer. Seer cannot be seen. That unseen seer is myself. That understanding has to come. Where it has to come? In the buddhi only, intellect only it has to come. Nowhere else. You want to achieve something, you cannot achieve anything in Atmadana. Because you are already the Atma. Only problem can be done. Only solution is wrong understanding. The intellect has to be corrected with the right understanding, with the clarity which is given by Vedanta. And your own observation. So, do you have a question in this Gayatri? Yeah. Nothing else. Yes, guys, any questions?
No, Guruji.
Is the answer your question answered?
Yeah.
But I claim, right? Who is that I which claims? So, but I claim that I'm in waking state. Deep sleep state, you can't claim. All our problems are centered on waking state. I mean, of course, dream also we have some problems. But all our problems and discussions are happening in waking state. Who has wrong understanding this thing? Here you have a wrong understanding waking state. And who has to be corrected? Where has to be corrected? The wrong understanding be corrected in waking state. And who has wrong understanding? In the intellect only. Jnana and Adnana both are in intellect. Atma is unaffected by this. So you have to understand, I am the Sakshi who is there in the waking state, dream state, deep sleep state, unaffected with Jnana and Adnana. That is called apperception. And this knowledge happens in the buddhi. And the problem here, why apperception word is brought? Because we are constantly searching for self as an experience, as an object, as a perception. Understand? Constantly we want something to happen. Constantly I am trying to objectify self. Somewhere I want to grab that self.
Perception is also a kind of no perception.
Perception is no perception at all. You cannot perceive itself. But you can very well say, I am the Atma based on the logic and clarity. Of course, you have to sit silently. Observe, thoughts are coming, going. I am unaffected. So that understanding, just be Sakshi, witness, sit silently. Thoughts will come, thoughts will go. I am ignorant thought will come, I am Jnani thought will come, I am Adnani thought will come, everything in the world is Maya thought will come, but I am unaffected. Observer is unaffected. Sakshi. I am the Sakshi. So you cannot perceive yourself. That's why it's called apperception. But you can know yourself. How? I am the witness of all the things happening. That is a knowledge. That knowledge, what will happen? It will destroy all of the wrong types of knowledge.
All tripity is because of perception. Only of that.
There is no tripity at all.
No knower knowing is only through perception. When that's not there.
Tripity is there as long as you have ignorance, Adnana. There's an object, there's a subject, and there's an experiencer. When you understand all that you experience and objectify is mithya, appearing and disappearing, there's no tripity. Atma alone is there all the time. So the question is, when I ask, do you exist in deep sleep? Are you asking the waker identity? Because waker is not there in deep sleep. See, who is asking this question right now? The waker, correct? The waker was not there in deep sleep. But do you exist or not? Tell me so truly. You claim that last 30 years I existed. I went there, I went here, I went here. You are claiming some I, right? Which is unchanging. Which I is that? Is the waker guy or dreamer guy or deep sleep guy? None of this. You are only making all the time right understanding. I grew up. See, I was born. I got married. Okay. I got married. All those things you say. Correct? Now, who is this I you are speaking of? You don't have a doubt that I has not changed. But if her body has changed, is the waker body you are speaking of? Mind has changed. You are just confused between the conscious changing I and unchanging I. And when I ask the question, do you exist? You say, I existed, because you confidently say, because you are referring to unchanging I. It's not memory we are referring to. See, here the Waker's guy claims that I was born, I was grown. See, you have to understand what I'm trying to communicate. I'm not speaking about memory. Please give me a frank answer. Do you exist or not? Yes or no? That's all. Who existed? Your body, which was there yesterday, is changed. Right? Every day is changing. The one who gives the answer, yes, sir, he knows intuitively, I exist. And everything else is a confusion. That confusion we are removing. I exist is not a memory. I exist is not a memory you are speaking of. It's your direct, immediate experience. Aparokshanubhuti.
Dreamer is
no, yeah. See, please understand, I'm not asking about waker, I'm not asking about dreamer. I'm asking very simple question. Do you exist now? Yes. Do you exist all these days? Yes. How do you say? I was born, I grew up, all those is memory. But you are never a doubt about I existed or not. Understand? With certainty and clarity, you have always that I existed, it's always there. That I exist has never changed. It's not a memory. I was born, I grew up, all those are memory. So you're mixing up those two. That one which you are speaking, I, you are very clear that existence has never changed. The memory you are using as a reference. Okay, 10 years back I was born. Okay, I got married so and so time. That's okay. But you ask me, you come and say, I didn't exist yesterday. I'm okay. The discussion is over. Huh? I existed, you don't have doubt anytime. Right? But you have a problem is that I existed, you are mixing with the body and mind. That's all. You come and tell, okay, all these are memory. So I didn't exist yesterday. I don't exist tomorrow. I say, I have no problem. The discussion is over. Do you have one thing which we are always clear anytime without using memory also, that I existed? That's the soul. So I exist and I am aware. For that, you don't need any memory. You don't need a reference. Memory is used for to prove, say that I existed. I was there now. I was there yesterday. I was there. But you don't have a doubt. So if you have a doubt about I, you tell me, no, yesterday you didn't exist. I have no problems. The discussion is not there. There's no problem at all. Can you say I didn't exist yesterday? Huh? No, my memory has faded, so that's why I didn't exist yesterday. What it has I existence? How does it depend on memory? I exist is only direct experience. Memory is indirect. So, in the Zoom, they're asking, how do I say, prove that I exist yesterday is not coming from memory? Okay. Right now, you say, I don't, right now, at this moment, you say, I don't exist. Please say that once. Let me understand that. Only present moment I is exist, correct? And life is only set of present moments. That's all. In life, there's not always our life existence is present moment. In present moment, I exist all the time. Memory is just a pseudo. Arey Papa, you are again and again going back into wrong understanding here. Only present moment is reality. In the present moment reality, I exist is true. Yesterday, when you experienced something, it was present moment. I existed. So you are referring to the present moment. I existed always as I existing. Every moment is a present moment. There's nothing called past or future. In the present moment, I exist. Yesterday, when I experienced yesterday something, I was there.
But the you guys saying Klesha is not present.
That's all.
So all others are not in present.
See, Gayatri, every experience of our life is a present moment only. The past is just a memory. Okay. When you experience something in the present moment, are you there or not there? Please give me yes or no answer. In deep sleep, there's no present moment is not false. Deep sleep is the presence, which is timeless presence. Always the timeless presence is there in the background of everything. So what she's saying is that there's no present deep state. I is the presence which is always there. When we are speaking of somebody, see, we should not confuse the present moment with the presence. My presence is required to experience anything in the present moment, and all experiences are the present moment. Okay, without my presence, can I experience anything now? So when you say I, you are referring to the presence, not the present moment. In the present moment, I am asking you the question: do you exist? Yes, that presence I am asking. In the deep sleep, was there presence? Yes. Otherwise, how will you say I was blissful in deep sleep? Otherwise, how will you say there was nothing in deep sleep? You are eliminating nothingness in deep sleep. You are eliminating bliss in deep sleep. That's why you're present there. The presence was there. So you can always say the answer is I can always speak up present moment. Okay. The life is only present moment. Always speak up present moment all the time. That's all. In present moment, do you exist? Yes. That one who says I exist is you, Atma. That's all is the question. Answer. Present moment, everything is changing. The body is changing, the mind is changing, intellect is changing, but I exist doesn't change. So that's why I exist is eternal. Life is only present moment, all the time. In the present moment, to experience the present moment, I am required. No, the presence is required. The presence is I. In deep sleep, nothing was there. To know nothing was there, I should have been there. Otherwise, I will say I was not there. That I, which is presence, is the presence in all the moments, is called Atma. So I can always speak about my present moment, she is saying. Yes, you can only speak of present moment. Past moment, you speak of memory. Okay, let's say yesterday I ate mango. Okay, that is last. When you ate the mango, that was the present moment for you. So to eat the mango, present moment, are you there? So you are there. Any experience in the present moment, I am there. And no experience in the present moment also I am there. In deep sleep, there's no experience. I know there's no experience. That's why I say when I wake up, I say nothing was there.
I am in the present moment.
Only present. I am in the I am. The am is existence, present moment. I is presence. So the presence is always there. Any experience of life, the presence is required. Any experience of life happens in the present moment only. So 10 years back, I went to a picnic. Presence was there, and that present moment was what is there. So you can never say in any of my experience I was not there. Okay, and any experience has changed you. Let's say some bad experience are there, it has changed you. Good experiences may change you. The I is not changed. Unchanging I is then all the experiences.
When you say, I did this, yes, I did do this, it is like your paroksha jnana, through this ignorance that associating with the body, associating with the mind, you are going for past, present, memory, all these things. But
See, the I which is changing all the time, I which is unchanging all the time is there, right? So the I some acts, when the body acts, I is required. The body and I, you cannot separate it when action happens. So when you say I am doing something, the body is doing something. I am always there. I will never change. If I changes, some bad moments in your life should have destroyed I. You should be unhappy. No, next happiness comes. I has not changed. I is just witness of this whole thing. Are you clear? So is it clear to you, Gayatri? Any questions? Anybody on Zoom? Is it clear to all of you?
yes.
So let me summarize. Okay. Aparoksha jnana and paroksha jnana, let us be clear. Paroksha jnana means para aksha. Means aksha means eyes, sense organs. It's an indirect way of knowing anything. Paroksha jnana. Okay. Indirect way of knowing anything. So suppose I have to see this glass. I need eyes, mind. Okay. It is not a direct experience for me. But when I ask you, do you exist? It's a, you don't need any proof. Are you aware? You don't need any proof. It is a direct experience all the time. Okay. The problem for us is our direct experience and indirect experience are coming together at any point of time. Right? So, if I see this mobile, okay, the two things happen simultaneously. I am seeing the mobile. That means mobile is being recognized by the mind. This is knowledge. So then, I know is there. I know is the seer, Atma. I know. Right? My presence is there all the time. So there is a thought called this is mobile. I know is not a thought. I know that I know is the Atma, the presence. In any experience, the I know is there. This is a remote. I know. I know doesn't change. That I know when it doesn't change is called Sakshi, Atma. So the I know is a direct experience, Aparoksha jnana. This is a mobile is a indirect knowledge, Paroksha jnana. The Paroksha knowledge and the Paroksha and Aparoksha, they are getting mixed up. They are confusing. So in that way, we start searching for Atma as also Paroksha. I want to catch hold of Atma one day. One day I will get self-realized. One day I will become like Ramana Maharshi. So it will never happen because always you are already there. Nirvana is understanding that whatever I claim, okay, Nirvana will take a separate question. But is this what is answered clear? Okay, that's the answer also. One day I will be like become like Guruji. My dear, Guruji means only clarity, crystal clear clarity, which will never get confused. Okay. So, uh, is it clear? Mamata, what is it is clear? Anybody has a doubt?
Um, so we can say I am Sakshi. So therefore there is existence, therefore there is perception, therefore there is body, mind, and everything. Because
No,
I
no,
am knowing.
yeah, if you are there, body is there, mind is there, the world is there. No, if you're not there, what is the body, what is the mind, and what is the world?
So that undoubted, there is no doubt that undoubted clarity that I am there is awareness.
I am there,
Hmm.
and yet that I am there, we are confusing with the body, mind, and intellect.
Yeah, that knowing.
That confusion only has to be removed through Vedanta. That is the Atma Dhyana.
Yes.
Vedanta cannot show you Atma. Atma is always known to you. No Vedas, no Upanishads, no scriptures will show you Atma, because Atma is always there. I know is always there. It can only help you to remove the ignorance.
Very clear, Prabhuji.
See, whenever you tell your name, Satya Lata, Satya is always there. The Lata is the only problem, confusion. Right?
Yeah.
The best thing is to change your name in the passport, then there'll be no confusion.
If I know I am Satya, that is enough.
That's all. I know I am Satya, that's fine. That's done. Getting lost in Lata is the problem. Lata bends. Satya never bends. Lata means creeper. It bends. Satya will never bend. Satya is always there, all the time. And in front of me, Shravan Kumar is sitting. I again and again tell him, Shravan Kumar, do not look for an experience of self. Shravana Matrena Mukti, get a clarity through listening and stay as I am, the Sakshi. Again, you'll ask me, how do I get a perception? You cannot get, Atma is never available for perception. That's the meaning of a perception. It's a seer. Now, only wrong understanding has to be removed in the intellect. How? Shravana Matrena, listen carefully. Get a clarity. Then after that, what do? Sit silently. So Ramana Maharshi says, find out who you are. How many times you will find out who you are? People think, who am I? They don't help. With the clarity, crystal clear logic given by Vedanta, understand who you are. Then Ramana Maharshi says only 2 steps. Know who you are, then Summani. You cannot find anything. Just sit quietly. Summani, just be sit silently. Abide in the self means that you are constantly trying to abide in the non-self. Anatma, Deha, Mana, Buddhi. Come back. I am the Sakshi. Stay there. Yes, anybody else has a question on Zoom?